Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss about the first chapter of the class 9, that is number system. Number system means the group of numbers. That is the various type of numbers that we have read up to class 8. The first type of it is natural numbers. The numbers which are found in nature, or we can count the natural things with that number. Start from 1, 2, and it is not having any largest natural number. Now next is whole numbers. Whole numbers start with 0, then 1, 2, and whole number is also not having any largest number. The next is integers. Integers means the combination of positive and negative whole numbers along with 0, and it is neither having largest nor smallest number. Now next is fractions. Fractions, that means it is not a whole number. Fractions means a part of a whole. Okay, that we have read in earlier classes. The part of a whole is called fraction, such as 3 by 4, 5 by 7, 6 by 5, 8 by 3. In these examples, the first two are called proper fractions and the last two are called improper fractions. What is the difference? Difference is proper fraction will be always less than 1, whereas the improper fraction will be always greater than 1. Okay, now the last type of number that we have read in class 7, that is rational numbers. Now why this rational number comes? Because fractions are always positive. If we get any negative fraction, then where do we keep these numbers? Okay, so here comes the rational number, a number which is in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. Integers means they may be negative, they may be positive whole numbers along with 0, but the condition is that denominator must not be equal to 0. Okay, rational numbers. About these rational numbers, now we come to the decimal form of rational numbers. We can convert these rational numbers in the decimal form if they are in fractions. Okay, so in decimal form we can get two type of decimal forms, that is terminating and non-terminating. Now without division or without starting the division, we can show that, or we can find out that which the fractions can be converted into terminating decimal and which fraction cannot be converted into terminating decimal. So what do you mean by terminating decimal? Terminate means ends. Okay, now that if you change the fraction into decimal, that will come to an end. That means we'll get a remainder 0 after 3, 4, 5 steps. But in some cases we do not get 0, and in that case what will happen, that same numbers will be repeat again and again, and they are called recurring decimals. Okay, so how can we come to know that whether this fraction can be converted into a terminating or a non-terminating decimal? For terminating decimal, the prime factors of denominator in the standard form will be having only 2 or 5 as its factors, not other than 2 and 5. If in the standard form means we have to cancel all the common factors of denominator and numerator, that means in the smallest form or in the simplest form. Okay, if it is not having any prime factor other than 2 and 5, okay, then it will be a terminating decimal, and if it is having any other prime factor other than 2 and 5, it will be a non-terminating decimals. Okay, now we have read all these things in the other classes also. Now we come to the number line of the rational numbers. Okay, now rational numbers are, that is fraction, are of 2 kinds. One is proper and another one is improper. Now as we say that we have represented 3 by 4, a proper fraction on the number line. The simplest way to draw this number line is just you draw the number line. Okay, now as it is a proper fraction, so it will be always less than 1, that it will lie between 0 and 1. So now see the denominator is 4, so divide each that number from 0 to 1, 1 to 2 into 4 equal divisions. Each division will be equal to 1 by 4 part. Okay, now leaving 0, start counting 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. Okay, that numerator, the 3 by 4 will come after first, second, third number. So 3 by 4 is represented on this number line, the first one. Okay, now the second one is a improper fraction. Improper fraction means the denominator is less than numerator. So it will be having a natural number and a proper fraction. If you convert this into mixed numerals, it will be equal to 1 whole 2 by 5. Okay, now 1 whole 2 by 5, that means it will lie between 1 and 2. Now like this, if you are asked to draw a number line for this improper fraction, first of all we can find out that between which two whole numbers it will lie. Okay, now we draw the number line and we can make the sufficient space so that we can draw the proper exact divisions of the numbers according to the denominator. Here the denominator is 5, so we have to make 5 divisions of each number. So I have taken the space, enough space between two numbers, so that we can make the 5 divisions of each number. We can draw equal divisions of each number. Just draw 4 lines, it will be divided into 5 parts. Okay, now leaving 0, you can start from the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now where the 7 comes, it will be 7 by 5. Okay, now like this we can draw a positive rational number, whether it is proper or improper. If it is negative, that will be drawn on the left side of 0. Okay, now the next we come to that, to find out some rational numbers between two given rational numbers. The first method that we have read already in class 7, that is method 1, between x and y. If x is less than y, we can just simply add x and y, divide it by 2, and that number will be lying between x and y. Now if you are asked to find out only one number, you can use this method. If you are asked to find more than one number, we can use this method also, because you will be not asked to find out more than 2 or 3 numbers. Okay, now how can you find out the next number? The next number we can find out between x and x plus y by 2 and x plus y by 2 and y. Okay, in this way we can find out 2 more rational numbers, and like this we can get infinite number of rational numbers between x and y. This is the convenient method. Okay, it will be having some calculations, but it will be convenient because this method we have already used in class 7 and we cannot forget this method. Okay, now like this we can find out the 2 rational between any kind of number of rational numbers between x and y. Now there is one more method, a second method. In the second method, just suppose you are asked to find out x n numbers, that numbers may be 2, 4, 5, 6, it may be asked between x and y. Then what we do, we have to just multiply the denominator of both the numbers by n plus 1, but the condition is the denominator must be same. And you will ask that if the denominators are not same, then what we'll do? First of all, we convert them into equivalent rational numbers. That all of you have read already, that how can we convert into equivalent rational numbers. First you convert into equivalent rational numbers, then you multiply with n plus 1, Okay, now we will get two numbers in such a way that we can find out n rational numbers between x and y. Like this we can find out some rational number between x and y. For today this much is enough. You do the practice of this. Okay, thank you.